the funniest countdown. It's like 1, 2, 3, 6, 10. What? Good morning, Theonie. How are you doing?
Good morning. Great. It's a fabulous Thursday morning.
It is a brilliant Thursday morning, and we have had all sorts of fun behind the scenes. But welcome to the show with no name. I am Adelaide Palmer, and
I am Theonie Roussianos.
When you do that, you're supposed to point at yourself. You know that because you just pointed to me.
Oh yeah, because
that's hilarious. Who needs more caffeine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or less, perhaps less.
I've had, look, you'll be proud of me. I've had 2 of these. I've had 2 soup cups of caffeine.
Now, is that 2 cups of what you ordered last night, or is
No, this is fully caffeinated, and I am about to speak unproperly, like seriously.
Okay. Because last night, I have to say, was actually quite funny. I know we're getting off track here, but it was quite funny because I like to give grief. I know. So last night, Adara and I were at an event, and then we went out for coffee afterwards. Well, coffee.
You could not help yourself. That's hilarious.
I couldn't. I didn't hear what Adare had ordered for herself. And then when the waiter came and brought the coffee to the table, or the coffee to the table, he said, soy decaf latte. Now, before I got to say anything, Adare she eyeballed me and she went, don't say a word.
And all you could do was laugh. That was so funny because I knew what you were going to say, but it was like 10:30 at night. We had actually been, shout out to Awaken Living Meetup with Dr. Z, Scott. Now he's my publisher. He always says, you can't call me your publisher until you've actually published a book. But we're working on it. And the lovely Sarah Tapscott and Mike Tapscott. So shout out to you guys. They've got some amazing stuff happening. If you're in Adelaide, this is totally an aside because
Well, it's not because they're going to publish our book, so it's not totally aside.
No,
the book that we've energetically written.
Well, that's right.
The one we've done together.
That's the one that we've written together. That actually just needs to be put on paper, really, doesn't it? So it takes a village. Hashtag it takes a village. So, and you heard it here first. So last night we were at their very first meetup called Awaken Living. It was amazing. And if you do have the urge to go and connect with Mind, Body, Spirit in Adelaide, just check on meetup.com and they've got all the details there. The show with no name. This is what we're doing today. This is dreamed up by myself and Theonie. Hang on, myself and Theonie.
And me.
Because we want to help charities, not-for-profit, community fundraisers, service clubs, people in the community who are doing amazing things to help the community around them. And it is born of a desire for us to get the word out and to see if we can get people to help people, connect people in the community. Now, today we bring you different people, not-for-profit, special guests and people who are doing these amazing things. And I was going to say expose them, but that's like really perhaps not an appropriate way. We brand champion them. Hang on, we brand champion them because of their efforts to try, because you don't know who's watching. You don't know who's watching on social media. And today
Speaking of, thank you for understanding when I cut you off just then. If you are watching,
my great wife.
If you are watching, feel free to say hi so we know who's here. We like to interact and engage with you. And please share the broadcast with your friends. Share the love because you never know who might be interested in this topic. And the statistics are crazy, and we'll get to that in a minute.
And now what was I saying before I was cut off?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
That's why I love you, because we don't.
You were talking about sharing. You were talking about sharing, but not the broadcast, and that just made me trigger.
You don't need to go like a couple of chalks. You don't need to listen because we energetically and telepathically know what each other.
I'll sit on my hands so I don't interrupt you again.
No. You've got to speak in a minute. So please share, like Theonie said. share the broadcast, invite your friends. We are talking today about something that is dear to our hearts and kidneys. That was a dead giveaway, wasn't it? Because, and I have to say, now this is a bit of the show us your undies thing. Theonie was saying I'm feeling a bit like I'm pimping, because Theonie, today we're going to give you an opportunity to share what you're doing, not for you, but for Kidney Transplant and Diabetes Research Australia. Now, this is totally unscripted and unrehearsed, and I'm going to put you right on the spot, because it is about saying you're doing an amazing work for the community. You've driven this committee started off as AHUS awareness with the charity ball last year. Oh my God.
2017 was the first one. We're in 2019.
And you have almost single-handedly, because without you driving this, seriously, you're getting the Greek whip out and going getting us busy doing stuff and helping with a tiny, tiny committee. But without that, they would be $85,000 worse off. Now, they being Kidney Transplant Diabetes Research Australia. So while you're saying to me behind the scenes, I feel really weird promoting myself, you're not actually promoting yourself. You are continuing to do good for a cause that is close to your heart. So you have my permission, and give us some hearts if you're watching, because I'm sure people are going to give you permission to be able to share what's coming up on the agenda for Kidney Transplant and Diabetes Research Australia. So give us a little burst of hearts. I can't see them, but let me see the reactions.
Hi, Glenn. And thank you for supporting us. Now, Glenn and his wife, Joylene, are longtime supporters of everything that we have done. And he does amazing things for the Rotary Club and was one of the drivers of the Rotary Romac event last year with Mark Holden as well. So well done to you too, Glenn. And thanks for your support. Now, and
Roz is here. I love it. She's given us hearts as well. So give us lots of hearts and encourage Theonie to
speak.
Share. To speak. Is that, you want me to shut up?
No, I just
share with us some of the stats around
these statistics come from the Kidney Transplant Diabetes Research Australia website. I haven't just plucked these out from thin air. So these are from the researchers and people who so these are from the people who know what they're talking about. Now, in Australia, 50 people die from kidney-related disease every day. And on average, 1 Australian dies each week waiting for a kidney transplant. 280 people develop diabetes every day, and diabetes is the fastest growing chronic disease in Australia and is #1 cause of kidney disease too. So these people who have diabetes, so 280 people developing diabetes every day, this is in Australia alone. Now you think population as compared to the size of, the country.
A lot.
Yeah.
That's huge. I'm just inviting some friends to watch. So if I'm looking down here, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's because I think there should be more people.
I wouldn't even notice anyway. So, 280 people develop diabetes every day. Now, diabetes is the #1 cause of kidney disease currently. And so, and we've got 50 people dying from kidney-related diseases every day as well. So those statistics are crazy. Now, what Kidney Transplant Diabetes Research Australia do, they fund research, obviously. Now, the reason I chose them to fundraise for, we won't get into exactly what my husband's got because we've got a special show next week for Rare Disease Day. So my husband was diagnosed with an ultra-rare, life-threatening kidney disease 3 years ago, and it was because of the care and whatever that he'd received through his nephrologist that I thought, needed to do something, and he suggested this group because it's his research group, funnily enough, or he's part of that research group anyway. And I was reading all the things on where their money goes and all that kind of thing, and of the funds donated, 100% of the funds donated goes straight into research. It doesn't get chewed up administratively. So it was a no-brainer for me to just go ahead and raise money for them. Now, not a lot of people can do that. Not a lot of charities can do that, but KTDRA is an affiliate program of the Hospital Research Foundation. So the business activities that the Hospital Research Foundation does funds the administrative costs and things that KTDRA need to get done what they need to do. So money donated by people goes straight into, where it's supposed to go, which was important to me.
Yes. And that's, and I wasn't listening either. So
that's okay. Hitting the hearts. Thanks, Roz, and Glenn, always there for you both. We'll hold you to that, Glenn. You might regret saying that.
So I now missed the comments. Let's have a look what we've got here. So
we've got Roz said that she was hitting the hearts, and Glenn always there for us both.
Thank you.
And likewise, we're always there for you as well. You and Joylene do some amazing stuff as well. So it's a two-way street. It's a two-way street.
Hitting the hearts. Thanks, Roz. Yeah.
How people watching, and even if you're watching the replay, comment below. Everybody has, most people will have a cause or something that's close to them. If you've run charity events or whatever in the past, whether it be for something personal or something you've done for someone else or another charity, type below, because sometimes people want to do something and they don't know where to start. So let us know what kinds of events you've hosted in the past or even attended, something that you've attended that you thought was fantastic as well. So comment below, because maybe I'm looking for ideas for next year too.
Maybe doing some audience research is a great thing to do.
That's right. And, the other people watching, I've spoken to quite a few people because of the nature of what this show's about. We do get people contacting us saying, they've either got an event coming up or they want to do something and they're not sure what to do. So the types of events you've been to that you thought were great, that were a load of fun, that you'd attend again, just comment below, because we'd love to hear. There's all sorts of things that are different that you may not have thought of before, which is a segue into what we've got coming up.
Oh, I like segues, as long as it's spelled correctly.
And not on a segue. Now, quiz nights, I know you said last year we had a quiz night. Quiz nights aren't really your thing generally. If you weren't on my committee and didn't have to be there, you wouldn't have gone.
I would not have gone, because quiz nights like trivia is just not my thing. Totally not.
Yeah, and I've spoken to quite a few people. Some people don't go because they feel stupid or, they don't know, whatever. And that's okay. It's not for everyone.
I've got a master's degree, but I don't have a master's degree in trivia. But,
No. Yeah, and that's it. So people have actually said to me, they make me feel stupid, so they don't like to go. Now, who can count to, I don't know what it goes up to, 100. Can you count to 100?
That I can do.
I've only got 20 fingers and toes, but well, 20 digits.
Was that a bit of useless trivia?
So, bingo, who's been to, and a fancy ball. Yeah, not everybody's into balls either. Not a lot of people like to get dressed up for a gala event. They don't like formal.
Having said that, Glenn scrubbed up very, very well at the
He did. So what we've got coming up now, everybody's been to a bingo, although I shouldn't assume that, because I only went to my very first bingo night last year.
I have never.
Haven't you?
Never, and it was the year before, wasn't it?
No, it was last year. It was for SA Dog Rescue was last year.
Oh, was it? I thought it was. Yeah. No, what did you do with Leanne? Was that? Oh, that was trivia.
That was a trivia night. Yeah, that was a great. She did that for
the greatest. I'm doing, let alone you. Tell me where I need to be and what I need to be doing, and I'm there.
I had never been to a bingo night before last year, because in my perception of bingo night was you had to have blue rinse in your hair to get in.
And I've got the bingo arms.
The bingo rings going on. Well, I thought it was a thing for old people. I thought it was just a thing for old people to pass their time. But I went to this bingo night last year, And yeah, so true about the not liking dressing up factor. It's not for everybody. So that's why we want to have different events to cater for different people. Let everyone join in the fun and support a cause that they might care about. So I went to this bingo night. It was so much fun. I took my 11-year-old with me. Christos absolutely loved it as well. And it was after that something came across my newsfeed on Facebook. This is what I love about social media. You find all sorts of things when you're looking for them. They just seem to jump out at you. I don't know, maybe I manifested that, who knows, but it just jumped out and hit me in the face. Now, we always talk about how we're bogans at heart.
We are. I think by being Australian, you can be on varying levels of bogan. You know,
yeah.
I mean, I'm a wannabe bogan.
Look, I grew up in the country. I'll own it. I'm a bogan. Now, there's a group called, now if you've heard of them, let us know. There's a organisation of people who started up local. They've gone global, called Bogan Bingo. Now, it's a little bit of bingo, a whole lot of fun.
And a whole lot of bogan.
Now, it's not just your average bingo night. They have a couple rounds of bingo. There's an air guitar competition. It's a bogan night. And there's a comedy stage show thing. So it's not all focused around the bingo. It's the entertainment factor that happens on the night as well. Pardon me. And so we have that coming up on the 6th of, I was going to say August then, the 6th of April. So the 6th of April.
I was going to say, that's miles away.
It's not really. So the 6th of April, we've got our Bogan Bingo night. So if you, now who likes bingo? If you're here and you've been to just your normal bingo night, even if you've been to a Bogan Bingo event, because they've been around for a few years now, if you've been to a Bogan Bingo event, let us know, because we'd like to hear from you as well. They've got some amazing testimonials and on their website that I had a look at as well, and it just looked like so much fun. So I thought for something different, it's not something that I've been to before, and people I know, I don't know of anybody who's been, so I thought it was just something different to bring to the people for some fun, to let your hair down, put on your mullet.
Put on your mullet and your flannies. I'm going to have to go and buy some new Ugg boots. Or I guess the thing is, now thongs and Ugg boots. So if it's warm, because it's in April, oh, look at that.
You can't see my foot.
I can see your foot. Well, Theonie has got a lounge room full of shoes in front of her, and she's wearing thongs. That is truly bogan.
It is. So, yeah, on the 6th of April. Now, if you are not in Adelaide or won't be in Adelaide, run available, or you're not a bogan, you can still come. If Bogan Bingo doesn't sound like your thing, but you'd still like to support, you still can. Now, one thing we haven't said, what can people do, Adair?
They can type in bingo in the comments to receive a copy of the link, because we really would love people to share. If that's the only thing that you can do, that would be absolutely and totally 100% appreciated. If you can buy a ticket and come along, that's even better. But
and now the ticket investment includes food as well. So usually when you go to your bingo nights, you'll bring snacks and all that kind of thing. But we have, now I forgot to mention in the blurb above, Ocean's food truck catering for us for the venue, and they can cater for all sorts of dietary requirements and things as well. So when you buy your ticket, if you have allergies, you can let us know in there.
Because this is who's watched Upper Middle Bogan from
I love that show.
That is hilarious. Now, Upper Middle Bogan is where I'm losing my voice. Upper Middle Bogan is where we're headed for Bogan Bingo night, because it was going, you think about, we were going to have some Maccas there, but, we actually got the support of the Ocean's food truck, which has gourmet seafood. So we're actually
Yeah, and it's not just seafood. So they cater for all dietary requirements. They can cater for vegans as well. And it's gourmet fish and chips and all sorts of other stuff. Like they do salmon and all that kind of thing, which we won't have on the night because we wanted to keep costs low. We wanted to keep the cost of the event low.
And so your ticket price includes, as you were saying before I rudely interrupted.
Yeah. No, I got it out there. It's all good. You weren't listening. So your ticket price includes, so usually when you go to a bingo night, when you get there, so you pay for your ticket and then when you get there, you have to buy your bingo cards and the texter blotter stamp things for when the bingo is called. You don't have to do that. All that's supplied and it's included in your ticket price. And also food's included. We'll have a bar on the night so you can purchase drinks at the bar on the night. So you don't need to bring anything with you other than your credit card and your cash. Because now
we will also have raffles.
There'll be prizes as well. There'll be prizes for the best dressed king. There'll be a king and queen bogan. There'll be king and queen bogan. So come as your best dressed bogan. Now I'm picturing Gerry. When you were talking about upper middle bogan, I'm picturing Gerry dressed as Glenn Robbins because he can do.
Not as Glenn Robbins on Kath and Kim.
No. From Upper Middle Bogan.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, my God. I keep forgetting he's on there as well. Does he have to do something weird with his eye?
Well, yeah, because Glenn, in the very first episode, I completely lost it laughing because Gerry can keep this eye straight and this eye turned in. And Glenn Robbins did it in the first episode. So every time I think of Upper Middle Bogan, I think of Gerry. So I need him to get into the. You and I could go as Kath and Kim.
But is this like we totally could?
You're the blonde one.
Let's do that. Let's go as Kath and Kim. That's done. Oh my God! I'm going to find something. This is not going to be pretty, folks. This is so not going to be pretty, but so much fun. We will go as Kath and Kim, and. Oh, what was it saying? Hi, current nothing wrong with the glad rags from time to time. No, we're going to get on. We are so going to go as Kath and Kim, but not in our gym gear, please. Or maybe. This is getting fun. The only thing I want to say is because now is Gerry going to be eligible because there's a prize for the best air guitar. And because he's a guitarist and because he's such a good bogan, I think, and because he's related, once upon a time, because he's related, I think friends and relatives and people who are actually directly connected, you know how most competitions say that people are excluded.
No exclusions. No exclusions because just because he can play an actual guitar doesn't mean he can play air guitar for quids.
Really? Everybody. So does that mean that if we go as Kath and Kim, even though we will be on the committee and we would have an opportunity to win the Bogan prize?
I don't know. No. Us on the committee, no. However, I think once we get our outfits, we should take photos and share them around to encourage everybody to get their Bogan on.
I'm going op shopping after this. You know that. I can't wait. Kath and Kim. I've got to lose about 30 kilos first. But hang on, I'm going to be Kath after after a few kilos, after a few Cardinals.
All right, so type Bogan below to get the details to the event. So the Facebook event link.
Bingo, not Bogan.
Bingo, sorry. I stuffed that one up royally, didn't I? Type bingo below. Lucky you were listening. Type bingo below. And
go on.
And you'll receive a link to your inbox which will direct you straight to the Facebook event for our Adelaide Kidney Bogan Bingo night. and you can purchase your links. Within that event, there's a link that will take you straight to Sticky Tickets, which is where we're selling the tickets through. And bring your friends. Now, you don't have to have we've got tables of 10 available. You don't have to have a table of 10. You can come by yourself if you like to just meet other people, or you can get a group of friends of up to, as many as you like. We can fit 200 in the room comfortably. We can fit more than that if we need to, but we're aiming for 200 people. They're $45 a ticket, which includes your dinner. You're not buying bingo cards and all of that extra on the night. Now, if you can't come but you'd still like to support, there are other ways that you can. So if you have, we're still looking for, there'll be prizes on the night for, your best dressed bogans, for the prizes for each bingo round that is run, air guitar, and a few other things that are happening on the night. And we'll also running a raffle and a silent auction. So if you do want to get involved, and if you're able to donate an item to our auction raffle, wine wall, or, which I didn't mention, but that goes without saying, there's always a wine wall.
There's always a wine wall, and we'll have some Cabernet, please.
That's right. Now, let us know. Again, feel free to type bingo so you get the link to your inbox, and then comment in the event if you'd like to donate something, because if you're a business and you want to donate something, we'd like to promote you as well. So feel free to share it as a comment in the discussion.
We would love to. There we go. Bogan Bingo. Bring it on.
Bring it on. So, Glenn, I'd like to see how you and Joylene, I'd like to see them dressed as bogans.
Oh, can we think up characters for them? I think Kath and Kim are perfect for us. Let me think. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure that one out.
Yeah, we'll find our best bogans. There was a show, and I can't remember. It was a couple of years ago where there was an American production company that toured around Australia to find Australia's best bogan.
Oh, really?
Yes, it was, and I'm going to have to Google that, because I reckon there was a series. Might have been ABC iView or something like that, but it was so funny because they actually did. They went around Australia to find Australia's best bogan. So let's go find it and see if we can find some characters from there, because I remember catching a couple of episodes. Might have been SBS or it might have been ABC or something like that, but I reckon it was aired. Some American. It was funny ad. It really was. Spoken. Yeah,
I love that. Right, we'll have to Google and find that. Now we're out of time. Now before the show, we said, look, if we can't go for half an hour and we only go 20 minutes, it's okay.
Like seriously. No, Grandness, let's catch up.
Yeah, I haven't seen Glenn and Joylene properly in a while, so we will catch up very soon. Now, thank you for joining us.
Roz remembers.
Roz remembers. Yeah, search for the best bogan. We'll have to find
from memory, I think they actually came from Ipswich in Queensland, where my ex-husband used to live. Not just saying.
Or was that the best mullet? Now, confession time. I actually own a mullet wig.
So if anyone wants to borrow it, because you're going to be getting a long wig, because you're Kim. I'm Kath.
I have a couple. So even if one of the kids wants to wear one, Gerry wants to wear one, I think we've got 3, because we had an 80s show to go to a couple of years ago, and we bought these mullet wigs.
And I've got some. Yeah. Hey, that's another thing too. If you do have bogan clothes, and if anyone's got like one of those tight curly clown wigs, I've got one, but it's all different colours. So I'm going to have to. It is actually a clown wig. So I'm going to have to go out and source a tight, curly, just Kath wig.
Yeah. And how often do you get to go to an event in your thongs? Even tracksuit singlet. Yeah, tracksuit singlet thongs. Don't even have to do your hair. Or lycra.
Or flannies. All right, that's it.
All right.
Let's go up shopping.
Let's do it. All right. Thank you for joining us, and type bingo to get the information to your inbox and share the broadcast, because you never know who's, the statistics on kidney disease and diabetes in Australia are crazy. So you just don't know who might be affected and might be interested in helping out or learning more. They might even just want to connect with Kidney Transplant Diabetes Research Australia as well.
I just saw it, Rosie. You're hilarious.
Her mullet's on her head permanently.
So I won't be borrowing Ros's. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Adelaide Palmer.
I'm Theonie Roussianos, and we'll see you next week on the show with no name.
Next week. Bye.